see if that is working. So, I'm having so many issues the past few days. Oh, I see I went live. Okay. I'm having issues the last few days with my intranets. I actually have to have a tech guy come out on Monday to see about fixing whatever the problem is. Right now, I am streaming using my data, which I was told would help, and lo and behold, it is helping. There I am. It's still a little pixelated for my tastes, and so I think that a part of it is the internet that's running it from my computer. That's streaming it from the laptop. But so for my phone, it's better. It's not perfect. I wish that it was. I have managed to configure my lighting, which is good. Of course, it's daytime and the window's open, so that natural lighting is always a lovely thing. I wish to change this to my timeline so that people can know that I'm here. So I go between doing lives on my business page, lives in my VIP group, and lives on my personal page that I share over here. So I'm just sharing it now to some friends, and I share it in my VIP group because, oh, I can't reach it from here. Give me 1 second. I forgot I had to type that in. Because that's how people know that I am here. So there we go. Let's see where we are. All right. Okay, so we are shared to the places. I'm here with my cat makeup on. I really wish that I could do makeup like this. My friend Kim needs to come and help me to do my makeup in this way. So you know what I'm doing? I'm just sending out a couple of invites to some friends to stop on over and take a look at what I'm doing and maybe learn something, share something. Facebook is all about the share. It's all about social. I mean, isn't that what Facebook is all about? Facebook is about being social. And is about sharing things and having fun. And so that's what I'm doing. I like to do these lives, not just because, it's my business. I still find it kind of awesome that I get to make stuff for a business. That is what I get to do. That makes me happy. Okay, so I just invited a couple of people over. Again, when I do these lives, if for whatever reason you don't want to get an invitation to stop on by, just let me know. I'll take you off the list. I'll put you on the do not contact list. So, all right. So I invited a bunch of people. We'll see who shows up. My lives on the business page tend to be a little bit slower, but that's okay because I'm new and I'm still learning the ropes and still learning my way around here. All right. So if you are stopping by, thank you for stopping as my stream shows up in your feed. Give you a couple of things to know. If you don't know anything about Chalk Couture and you just happen to be scrolling through your feed and you came upon this live video that I'm doing, this is just to let you know what Chalk Couture is all about. So Chalk Couture is a new company. It's only been out for about 2 years. And it's amazing and fun, and they have developed a new kind of product. It is exclusive to Chalk Couture. They develop silkscreen transfers and pastes they'll tell you about. I decided to sign up as a business because it's so much fun to do, and it's not like most traditional direct sales companies. It's just run a little bit differently. They don't require parties. They don't require a high quota. They don't require a lot of recruiting if that's not what your goal is for your business. So that was a big draw for me. I happen to be fortunate to start building a business right away because people are signing up because it's a new concept. And because they don't have to do a lot of the parties and stuff, you can just use the product to make stuff and sell the stuff. So that is a big draw to people, to make a couple hundred extra bucks a month. Hey, who doesn't want that for not a lot of effort, and to spend time creating really cool stuff that people seem to want? So here's the quick summary. Chalk Couture offers adhesive back silkscreen transfers that are washable and reusable, Chalkology chalk pastes that go on wet, dry to a hard finish, and will not rub off like traditional chalk, but can wash off most surfaces with water, so you can create many designs with the same surface. If you want to make it permanent, just give a light spray with clear sealant. We also offer exclusive Couture inks used with the same transfers and process that is heat set to become permanent. Our products can be used on a variety of surfaces and give a polished chalk look every time. Okay, so that's the summary of Chalk Couture and what the product itself is all about. I am going to turn the camera down now because I don't have a fancy schmancy multi-camera step kind of thing. I just use my phone, just kind of do what I'm going to do. And I'm going to turn the camera down. So if you get nauseous from the movement of a camera, just look away for a second. All right, so here I'm just going to pull, oops, just don't want to pull my whole entire bookshelf down. All right, give me 1 second. Turn it this way and face it down. Oh, it went so much faster earlier. So let me just go ahead and fix that a little bit so you're not looking at my my floor instead of my surface. There we go. This doesn't take much. It's just awkward because my lighting is up. And I like the lighting because it helps you guys to see better. Let's see how that works. That looks like it could be okay. Can't wait to be able to have another phone, another video source, so that I can indeed just click a button, and we'll be good to go. Okay, so today I am working on a Mother's Day gift that I thought would be kind of nifty for Mother's Day. Move that up just a tiny bit more and we should be good to go. All right, so I'm sure that you've seen these glass blocks. Did you hear the woodpecker outside of my house? It is spring. Spring has exploded all over. Okay, so move my cursor, my mouse out of the way. All right, you've seen these glass blocks in places. They're really kind of cool. You can do a lot of things with them. They even sell neat little stands for them. I don't have a stand for this one, but that's okay. So I thought how cool it would be to use one of our Mother's Day, or Mom any day. Home is where your mom is. I thought, how cute is that? Home is where your mom is. So I wanted to go ahead and do something a little bit different. I have some lights to put inside of the block, which is not so different really, but I also have a piece of sheet music that I took out of a book. So I picked these books up, nothing fancy. I picked this up like at some sort of rummage sale or something, and it's just pages of old songs, but the music is kind of cool to do crafts with. I ended up using that one year. My daughter got married a couple of years ago, and I used that to make a bunch of hearts, and I strung the hearts together and we hung them up as streamers for her wedding. So that was kind of cool and Pinteresty. I thought that was kind of neat. So I see that it shows up with weird lines. That's okay. What are you going to do? So I have this piece of sheet music that I cut to fit the back of the block. All right. But not everybody knows that you can indeed use Chalk Couture on paper. So I have these flowers that I'm going to put on the, just kind of sporadically to decorate on the paper. And if you're just stopping by or you're watching this on the replay, thanks for stopping. If you are seeing this on YouTube, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate thumbs up and likes and comments. If you like what you see, let me know. Even though I'm not supposed to use that word on my videos anymore because Mark Zuckerberg, or Facebook, I blame everything on Mark Zuckerberg, but Facebook has made some different guidelines again. They're always changing stuff on Facebook. It doesn't matter. Just got to watch some of the words you say, or it doesn't, they limit who gets to see your transfers. I mean, your lives. Okay, so what I did was I simply peeled this transfer. Now, this has been used several times because the cool thing with the transfers is that they are washable and reusable. So I peeled one off and I went ahead and put it on a towel to put a little bit of fuzz in the back. And this one's been used a lot, so it's kind of lost some of its adhesive, but it still works fine. This is what a new transfer looks like, and it's super sticky, so you definitely would want to, especially on this kind of paper, you're really going to want to fuzz it up a lot, because with paper, cardboard, it will peel off and the paper will stick. And for the most part, it'll wash off, but you know, just to avoid any major problems that might happen with that, you want to make sure that you fuzz it. Okay, so I am going to put a couple of these flowers. This is just a collection of flowers. We sell all kinds of transfers. There are literally hundreds of them that you can choose from. You can do this one at a time. I'm just going to put a couple of them on there just because it'd be kind of cool. All right, just to have some on there at the same time so I can work on them, have them all set up, know where they're going to be. So I'm just putting 5 flowers. Is this one? No, this one. I want to have 5 different flowers if I can. This particular set comes with like 10, 11 different flowers, and there's one of them that is a 2-step flower thing. Okay, so I want to move that a little. I don't want it to be exactly like, you know, 4 corners and such. I want it to be a little bit of a, just kind of like flowers, just kind of floating. Okay, there. So I have my flowers on there, and here's the paste. The paste looks like this, and it's really unique because it dries hard, but it washes off. Like I said, it washes off a lot of surfaces. I'm just going to scrape down the sides a little. Sometimes the sides build up. I spray a little water in there, distilled water, and that helps to absorb things. Alrighty, there we go. All right, so the paste should be a yogurt-like consistency. This has a couple of lumps in it because I've been using this a lot. And so while I'm working with them, if the paste is left open, it can get like little dry crumbles on the side. And so I choose not to worry about the crumbles. I just kind of like leave them in there, and often they just get reabsorbed into the paste itself. And if it doesn't, well, that's okay. All right. You just work around them. It really doesn't have too much of an effect on it unless they're big chunks. Okay, so now just put some paste on here on this squeegee that we sell also. All of these, everything I'm showing you here except for the block, I mean all the transfers and paste you can just order. You can go to my shop, you can order them. You can go to my website and order them. All right, so I spread that over, and I'm going to peel that off. See some of the paper stuck onto the transfer? That's okay. When I put it in the water, it's going to come off. I have a tub of water sitting over here. And I don't care if it peels off some because I want it to have like that vintagey kind of old paper look. I'm all right with that. I really am. All right. These are our little stir sticks and squeegees that you can get. The stir sticks are awesome. They kind of say that they're disposable. I use them over and over again because I'm cheap. And because it's not necessary to throw them, you know, to chuck them. I don't have, all right, I'm just going to put that. I just put the squeegee in the water as well, because they just wash off just like the paste. All right, here's a really nice bright yellow. And I have a tub of squeegees here. I just have accumulated them over the past few months. I only started with the company a couple of months ago. But I fell in love with the product itself, so that is why you see me here, because I loved the product and I would want it as a hobby. And then I realized that, hey, this is so new and other people might find it cool. And so I started showing it to people, and then people wanted to sign up. And I was like, well, you know what? Let's just go for it and see. So that's what I'm doing. If you think that that's something cool that might interest you, let me know. Shoot me a message. We'll be good. And I'll get that information to you. So again, just covering this up. I like to keep them covered, so like I said, they don't get all like clumpy. We don't get clumps. Alrighty, I'm going to do an orange one. Very spring-like. Okay. Again, giving this a quick stir. Now this color, this I've had since the fall. So like the paste goes really far. It really does. This looks like, it's called Orange Peel. We have a different orange. It's kind of like the same color, just a different name. But I felt like it looked like marigolds. So, and this flower over here, oops, resembles a marigold, right? I want to pick this up and do that one first. I'm just going to move that over. I'm going to take that one off so that it's not in my way. All right. Just going to put some orange on here. And this is going to look great because I'm going to use it as a backdrop on the glass block that I'm actually going to be putting the main transfer on. I just thought it would be kind of neat to use this sheet music from an old book that I have and just kind of chalk on that. And it's kind of neat because the chalk works on paper and glass and wood and plastic. It works on just about any surface. Any surface indeed. All right, how about a blue forget-me-not? That's Morning Sky. Where are the forget-me-nots? Do I have Ocean Mist? Couture Tail. I don't know where my forget-me-nots are. That's okay. I'll use this other blue. Morning Sky. So let's see. Here we go. Just reach into my bucket of squeegees. So the weather here is just starting to get nice. I have my window open. I hope you guys can hear the birds that are chirping outside, chirp, chirp, chirping away. There's the woodpecker again. We have a couple of woodpeckers near our property. Not near our property. They just kind of fly around, but we hear them often. I think there's a particular tree out there that they like. Wakes me up in the morning sometimes. We have these birds trying to make a nest in our house. That's fun. In the what is that? The awning? No, the gutters. In the gutters that we have. So we clean them out, but you know, they get they attract the birds because it's a safe little nook for them to build their nest. And as happy as I am to hear the birds singing away, I really would prefer them to not be nesting in my house. And I'm going to use purple on the center. All right, now let's just see. This one is dry. That one is almost dry. So I don't want to put the transfer on top of that while it's wet because it'll pull it off. I'm going to get a stir stick because there's some buildup on the sides of this. You can really avoid a lot of these issues, a lot of the buildup, if you scrape down your paste right after you use it and then spray it with just a little dollar store sprayer with distilled water. We've discovered that if you don't use distilled water and you're not using your paste regularly, you can get a little bit of mold on the top of that. So to avoid that, use distilled water. All right. There is... Okay, that for the most part is dry, so I'm going to put this purple one here. All right, I don't have to press down hard because the adhesive holds it down pretty good, especially on paper and glass. The smoother the surface, the more the transfer sticks. All righty. And I'm still learning out how the whole Facebook Live thing works. Like I said, I go live on my page. I can go live here on my business page and talk money, talk about how much things cost, which I don't really do. If you're interested, just go to my shop and I'll be able to tell you it's not a lot of money. Chalk Couture is not a lot of money. If you're in my VIP group, you can go ahead and get individual singles packets of paste so you don't have to buy a whole jar. So if that's something that might interest you, so you can try a couple of colors. I mean, the pastes are only $13 a jar. They last forever. All right, so if that's something that interests you, let me know. I put things together. I think I want one more flower because cool, that would be cool. I have this neat little flower that has a couple of, it's got like leaves and little stems sticking out of it. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to put that here. I'm going to make this entire one green because I don't have any green. I'm going to use parakeet. Parakeet is fun. So I was saying, like, if you want to try a couple of colors, what I've had done, my customers in the VIP group, they buy a transfer and or a surface. You don't have to use Chalk Couture surfaces. But if you buy a transfer, you can let me know, and then I will give you a good deal on a couple of the singles. And the singles are not samples. They are full size. You can do a whole project with the single paste. And just had a fun show on Saturday. I was over in Scranton of The Office fame. And that was kind of fun. I have a really big show coming up in June. I'm doing the Country Living Fair. Oh, look how pretty that is. The Country Living Fair in Rhinebeck. Oh my gosh. 20,000 people. 20,000 people over the weekend coming to look at Chalk Couture. Interesting, huh? Okay, so this now just needs to dry, and I'm going to work on the glass block now. All right. So make sure I'm doing it with the right side up. Here's the glass block. So you're going to see I'm going to, once it's dry, I'm going to attach it to there, and that's going to go through as a background. All right. On here, I have the Mother's Day transfer that says home is where your mom is. So I peeled that off. All right. I really should peel the backing from the transfer instead of like quick the way I did it, but this has been used a lot. If you're using new transfers, you want to pull the backing from the transfer so you don't get static cling folding it in on itself, making the transfer fold in on itself. All right, now I have discovered that the darker colors work really nice. That's not centered. Work really nice on this clear block. So I'm going to choose a darker color. I may even do it in black because it really does look nice with black. Is that Devin? Hi, Devin. How are you? I feel like I haven't seen you in 100 years. I hope you guys are still coming next weekend. I'm being a little neurotic because I want it to be straight. Actually, I'm going to put it at an angle so then I don't get as neurotic if things are at angles. All right. There we go. Okay, I have black. Oh, you know what? I'm going to use navy. Navy is, it's not called navy. What is it called? Midnight Sky. All right, I'm going to use it because it's a nice dark color. There we go. And you need a stir stick. You can hear the bubbles popping. Okay. Sometimes when the paste sits, it just gets like these bubbles in it, especially the warmer weather. And I think like, oops, higher elevation affects it too. So Devin, I hope you and Ryan are still coming next week. I know Jimmy is looking forward to this LARPing trip. He really is looking forward. He needs a vacation. He really does. And not that it's going to be a relaxing vacation, but it will be for him because he's very much looking forward to it. Alrighty, let me get another squeegee. I'm going to use a larger squeegee, even though this is called a small squeegee and our other squeegee is called a mini squeegee. All right, so I'm going to put some paste on here. I always like to put a little bit more than I need because then it just makes it easier to work with. And I'm just going to spread it on. Now, I certainly could have used Couture ink, same color, same process, popped this block in the oven, 350 degrees for 30 minutes, let it cool down, and that would have made the transfer that I put on here permanent. But I don't want it to be permanent because I want to be able to reuse my block for other crafts. So the paste can be washed off. It's not going to rub off. It's going to look like chalk, but it's not going to rub off once it's dry. There we go. But if I wanted to, I could use the ink. All right. Oh, sinus infection. That sucks. There we go. Look how nice that is. Ah, home is where your mom is. That really does look nice. So, see, the darker color really works nicely on the clear block. I think yellow looked well when I tried the yellow. Yellow looked good, rather, when I messed with the yellow. But I love the way the dark color looks. All right, so that's done. Alrighty, throw that into the water. Everything just gets thrown into a tub of water. I'm glad you're looking forward to it. I am too. The weather is starting to get better. Birds singing. Yay! So happy about the bird singing. All right, I'm just going to use a blow dryer to dry this. It's supposed to rain this week. I hope that it's nice next weekend though, because it's supposed to rain most of the week, so we'll see. Just going to use this. It's going to be noisy for a second. All right, that's nice and dry for the most part. Yep. So you can see here there's like a little bit of a bleed. You know, for whatever reason, it just like came out of the transfer a little bit. Once that's dry, I just take a little toothpick and you just scrape off that little bit that might be uneven if you are so inclined to make it look perfect. All right. So now I have my little flowery thing and I'm going to put that on here. I'm just going to tape it on. If you are making this project, or if I made this for you and sold you one, oops, there goes a transfer paste. I certainly would attach it better, and I would spray the paste with acrylic to make it permanent. So I'm just going to use some tape on this to hold it down. So if you, like I said, when I make these, I don't make them so that the back comes off so easily, unless that's what you would want, because maybe you'd want to use the block again. Okay. There we go. Ah, look how cute that is. So cute. All right, now I have, so if you keep your eyes open for sales and stuff, you can find some pretty cool unusual lighting things. So these lighting things can be expensive, but I find them at the big box stores for so inexpensive. This was like nothing. It was like on clearance, and in the big box store with the big red dot. That's all I'm supposed to say. So I'm going to put these lights in here. So, and I think it looks kind of cool. It's a little much going on in there, but I still think it looks kind of cool. That's just me. You can get them plain white ones. You can get little, they even have kinds that blink. I don't really know that blinking ones would work in here so well. So, but I'm just going to put some lights in here because it's kind of cool. All right, just working its way down into there. Okay, so now the battery pack is going to sit behind it, and with this backing on it, you can't really, you're not going to be able to see it. See the battery pack sitting there. And the little lids that come with this, it has like a little notch in here. So, hi Colleen, thanks for stopping by. Just working on a quick Mother's Day gift here. So I just feed the little wire through here, lay that down, and snap that in. All right. And so when that's sitting, you can see the battery pack is just going to sit behind, and you won't really be able to see it because it's going to sit behind there. Now, I'm going to lay it down so you can see. You can see the music, the sheet of music behind. You can see some flowers. You see the words, home is where your mom is. I'm just going to turn on the lights. Ta-da! Look how cute that is. I think that that's so cute. Hi, Laura. Thanks for stopping by. Just working on a quick Mother's Day present here. So the home is where your mom is a size B transfer. This is what it comes with. So it comes with this wreath and these little, what are they? The little, not beads, what are they called? Little C's, little nubs. That's what you can, back to work. All right, I'll see you later, hun. Have a good day. Thanks for stopping by. All right, so I use the other parts to make this. All right, so that's what's so cool about Chalk Couture. You can do so many different things with one transfer. All right, so this is the transfer, is $14.99. And if you buy the transfer and you're in my VIP group, you can let me know, hey, I bought this transfer and I'd like to pick up a couple of single pastes. So the single paste I put together, like different packets. I have a whole bunch of colors that you can use, and these are the single paste, and they really do go a long way. I did a live using, first time that I used it, I opened it up, I did a transfer, it did the entire thing and had some left over. So if you want to do a couple of colors, like I did with the with this block, this frame, you can see I did the little green, and then I did eucalyptus for the little buds there, which is kind of cool. So to buy the green and the eucalyptus, the emerald and the eucalyptus, it would be 2 jars of paste, and they're $13 each, $12.99 each. And if you love Chalk Couture and you want to buy them, then have at it, of course. But you can pick up 3 or 4 colors or 5 colors for less than the cost of a jar of paste and have a variety of choices to use on your transfers. All right, so I'm done here. I hope that everybody liked this cute little project that I did. I'll tell you once more that I used just a sheet of music from an old book, and I used some flower transfers on the back. I don't know if you can see through there. Maybe if I turn the light off, it'll work. You can see it better that way. All right. And so I put some flowers on the back, and I put some lights in there, and it says home is where your mom is. And it is a very cute, inexpensive gift that you could make. If you would like this made for you, I would be glad to make this for you. That would have to be for local delivery, because to mail this is like a very heavy block block of glass here. So if that's something that interests you, just let me know. You can see the flowers through there a little bit, and I'll be glad to make this for you. And I can personalize it in colors that you like, if that's what so interests you. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Have a great, great day, and enjoy your Easter weekend, your Pesach, your Passover weekend. And I hope that the weather is getting warmer where you are. Reach out to me and let me know if I can answer any questions for you. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye, everybody.